Southern Mississippi's Golden Eagles host the Mountaineers of Appalachian State. We'll take a look at all the exciting highlights. We'll meet Golden Eagle defensive line coach Derek LeBlanc and talk to senior safety Emmanuel Johnson and look ahead to the Conference USA opener against the Rice Owls. That and a whole lot more today on Southern Miss Sports Today with Coach Todd Monken.
This edition of Southern Miss Sports Today with Todd Monken is presented by BancorpSouth, right where you are. And brought to you in part by Hattiesburg Coca-Cola. Want a taste of everything? Drink Coke Zero with real Coke taste and 0 calories. The City of Hattiesburg, a proud sponsor of Southern Miss Athletics. UPS, we love logistics. One Mississippi, now open for small business. And the University of Southern Mississippi. It's great to be a Golden Eagle. We'll be back with This Week in Southern Miss Football right after this.
What if you could create a bank that's just right for you? It'd have to be reliable, right? Familiar and dependable. But you'd also want big-time resources and financial tools to help you take care of the things that are important to you. You'd want a personal banker, someone who really knows you and can help you manage your assets, like offering a complete host of wealth management services. And there you go, BancorpSouth. A bank that's, well, just right for you. BancorpSouth, right where you are.
Well, hi, everybody, and welcome to Southern Miss Sports Today with Coach Todd Monken, presented by BancorpSouth. What an exciting game at the Rock on Saturday night. The Golden Eagles hanging on to knock off the Mountaineers of Appalachian State 21-20. And Todd, as you have said, just a crazy range of emotions in that ball game. You don't really think a lot of times you're going to have a blocked extra point. What a big play there by Daz McCullum to block that extra point and secure the victory.
Wow. Fast start where we take the opening kickoff down at home and score, and then an unbelievable finish. Unbelievable start and finish, and then an unbelievable play by James Cox to knock the onside kick. Looked like they might get it. He just knocked out of bounds, something you talk about all the time. If you can't get it, knock it out. And really, our team never stopped fighting. And you always say play 60 minutes, and I thought our guys did.
I know I hear you tell them all the time in practice, you never know who it's going to be or what play it might be in an entire 60-minute football game. Just turned out in that one, it was the next to the last play that was the biggest play of the game.
No doubt. You never know. You tell the guys up front, and we've done a great job here for the 2 years I've been here, of our guys not taking that play off up front on defense. And the bottom line is if the kicker gets elevation and has good timing, you're not going to block one. The only time you're going to block it is if you give great effort and they screw it up or they kick it low. And that's what you've got to do. You've got to fight like heck for the times that they do that. And on both of them that we blocked the field goal next point, they kicked it low, and we were there.
You started the ball game off with a nice drive. You drove, I think, 65 yards for a touchdown and 6 or 7 plays. So you got off to a really quick start offensively and got a touchdown early on.
We did, and early on we had a nice, the first drive we had a nice flow. The fourth drive we did, and really that's where the game we weren't able to pull away because we just made some self-inflicted silly mistakes, drop balls, missed assignments. that allowed us, when we were in a good flow in the first half, to not really put more points on the board.
You got a 14-7 lead at halftime, and you struggled a little bit offensively in the third quarter, but I thought the defense really came to play there in the third quarter. They allowed some yardage in between the 20s, but didn't allow any points and really kind of shut them down to kind of keep you in the game.
No doubt, struggled. We went 3 and out a number of times, turned it over in our own end, and then they came up with a turnover. I think there was 2 turnovers we created in the third quarter that kept us in it, and till we got going a little bit later in the fourth. And that's what good teams do. They play off each other and never stop fighting. You
turned it over a couple of times in the game, but once again you got 3 takeaways. So the defense doing a good job of getting the ball back for the offense.
Really are, and the turnovers were costly. One was in our own end. Luckily our defense came up with one, and the other one kept us from getting an explosive play. But again, our defense responded and came up with another turnover.
I mentioned Daz McCullum, of course, had the blocked extra point. There's a young man who's battled through injuries throughout his career and probably hasn't played quite as much as he would have liked through his career, but he had a big ball game. 10 tackles. He had the fumble that they stripped away at the other end of the field, and then had the blocked extra point. So couldn't happen to a nicer guy.
Really happy for Daz, and really middle of the week. I mean, I know his knee's been bothering him. He's been through, a couple different rehabs, had every opportunity to quit and say, I can't do it anymore. But he loves his team, he loves playing football, and he loves Southern Miss, and it showed up on Saturday night when you needed him most.
With Southern Miss and the Mountaineers of Appalachian State on Saturday night at the Rock, let's go back and take a look at the highlights.
Off the right hash mark, Mullins will take the snap, hand it off to Tess. Big hole up the middle at the 45 and out to the 50-yard line, just across the 50. Kyle Foster in the ball game now is one of the wide receivers. Mullins play action fake, looking to throw, fires left side. That's caught by Thomas, left sidelines. He's down inside the 20. Mullins worked with Davis and Payne in the backfield, takes the snap, leaves it with Payne, sheds a tackler at the 15, at the 10. He's going to score. Touchdown, Southern Miss. George Payne, a 15-yard touchdown run, and Southern Miss takes the opening possession of the ball game. They drive 60 yards for a touchdown. Eagles showing blitz. Here they come. Drops to throw. Under pressure. He's going to be sacked. He got sacked back at the 41. Rakeem Nunez-Roches from the right hash mark. Snap back down. Here's the kick. Blocked at the line of scrimmage by the Golden Eagles. And the Golden Eagles are going to turn the Mountaineers away. Parks goes in motion out of the backfield. Pump fake by Mullins. Looks and throws down the right side. Wide open receiver caught by James Cox. Cox went up and had to wait on it, but he did a nice job of catching it out of the 47-yard line. That's a 31-yard pass play. Lamb with a shotgun off the right hash. This time he's going to look to throw and fires it long left sideline for Beathard, and it's going to be intercepted by Jomez Applewhite. Applewhite, great coverage that time. He was inside the receiver all the way down the field. Now Parks to the left of Mullins. Mullins takes a snap, play action fake, over the middle, wide open, caught by Triplett, bounces off a tackler, turns upfield, fights his way down the field, and finally down around the 29-yard line. A.J. Howard, the safety, finally brought him down, but what a catch and a run by Marquise Triplett. Now Parks along the left side of Mullins and a play action fake. Nick looking to throw left side. That one's going to be caught by the Golden Eagles. Mike Thomas has got it, and Thomas is going to go down inside the 10. Snap back. Payne going to do it again. Up the right side. Touchdown. That time he got in. Little stutter step, then he took off that right side and gets it in for a touchdown, and Southern Miss leads it 13-0 tonight. Snap taken. Handoff left side to Cox, and Cox not going to find a way to turn the corner that time. He got thrown for a loss by Desmond McCullum and Allen House. Mullins with 4 receivers this time takes the snap and a draw play. Hands it off to Parks around the left side. Here goes Parks, caught from behind and brought down just across the 30. There's Mullins down. He'll bark the signal. Take the snap. Drops back. Looks to throw. Left side got Cox, who leaps up, makes the catch. He's into Appalachian State territory, still on his feet, and he stepped out. He stepped out back at the 40. He made a nice move along the near sideline. Lamb will work out of the shotgun. Along his left side is Cox. And they'll hand it to Cox, who jumped over one tackler and then got pushed back, and Eagles take it away from him. Eagles take it away. and bringing it up the field. They fall down. McCollum had taken it away from Cox. He was running down the field to about the 40 and then had some guys in front of him and fell down. Lamb with Cox along his right side, low snap. Lamb looks to throw, steps up, fires up the field, overthrows his receiver, and it's intercepted by the Golden Eagles. It was fumbled on the return, but the Eagles got back on top of it. That's an interception for Southern Miss. Mullins takes a snap, looks, throws, left side. Leaping catch by Mike Thomas, breaks a tackle, and Mike's going to take it inside the 20. Mullins takes a snap, looks to throw, looking under pressure, throws it right side, caught out there by Ricard. Barking a signal, takes it, hands it to Parks. Big hole up the middle at the 40 and taken off his feet just shy of the 35-yard line. Cameron Tom ready to snap it back, and he does. Mullins looking to throw. Blitz is on. Wide open receiver. Payne makes a catch. Touchdown, Southern Miss. The blitz was on. Mullins read it. Payne got out that left flat. Wide open. And Mullins put it right to him. Lamb takes a snap. Looks to throw into the end zone, and it is caught for a touchdown. Back, down, kick. It's a blocked. Eagles block it. Oh, the Eagles block it. The extra point blocked by Southern Miss. There's still 6 seconds to go. Eagles have rushed out on the field. Maddox ready to kick it away. Here's the onside kick. It bounces high, and it is recovered, I believe, by the Golden Eagles. Southern Miss has knocked off Appalachian State by a score of 21-20 as they block an extra point kick.
Got him in group as a go.
Yes! Not just a startup, an upstart.
Gotta get going. Gotta be good.
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 Growth is the goal. How do we do that?
I talked to UPS. They'll help us out. New technology, smart advice. We focus on the business and they take care of the logistics.
UPS.
Good going.
We get good. That's great.
Great. Great.
Great.
Great.
Great.
Great.
Great.
Great.
I love logistics.
One Mississippi, your health insurance marketplace, is open for small business. I'm Mississippi's Insurance Commissioner Mike Cheney, and I'm proud to say that One Mississippi is a one-stop shop where small business owners with 50 or fewer full-time employees can shop, compare, and choose from several flexible and affordable health insurance options. Enroll online at onemississippi.com or through an insurance agent. One Mississippi, now open for small business.
From the very beginning, your life is made up of a series of moments. Each moment requires you to make a choice. Sometimes you don't really have much of a choice. But for the moments that you do, the big moments, what will you choose? Choose to discover your own path, to defy expectations, to be challenged. Choose to ask, what if? To make a difference. Choose to give back. Choose to do something that matters and make every moment count. Choose Southern Miss.
See what you're hitting. Eye intensity now, let's go. Come on, see what you're hitting. Good job, good job.
The reason why football is fun to me is because I always enjoyed hitting people. And I preach these guys is you get to play football. You don't have to play it. What a privilege that is, that you get to do something that most people can't do and enjoy. So I've just always been a part of it. I've played it since I was a little kid, like most of these kids have. And there's just a found love for it that just never goes away. I think what we're improving and getting better with the D-line is being more aggressive. The young guys are becoming more physical, and they're creating a habit of running to the football like defenses are supposed to do. So I think a mixture with some of the older guys like Rakeem and Daz, those young guys are finally catching up to where they're being that nasty mentality of being disruptive.
Everything we do is a shuffle. Shuffle, angle tackle. Here we go. Come on, shuffle, 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 good.
Well, I think with the D-line, we always say that sack calls fumbles the greatest play in football. Now with the spread, the ball's getting out so much quicker. So now, how can we affect the quarterback? How can we harass him, get hits on the quarterback as much as we can? Those things are just as important as sacks for us The sacks are great. We want sacks, but how many hits can we get on that quarterback? Well, I think as the season goes on, you want to get better every week. You want to get better at something. Am I a better run stopper? Am I getting off blocks? Am I a better pass rusher? And just studying the game. And as long as we get better every week, I think you'll continue to see a much improved defensive line. I think over the next few games, we're very excited about what we're going to see. I think the younger guys will be more experienced and they'll be more disruptive as we want them to be, and knowing what the college football game is all about. Well, when we're out on the road recruiting, everybody knows who Southern Miss is. Everybody knows it won't be long before Southern Miss is back on top. Everybody remembers the good days of Southern Miss, championship football, nasty defenses, and of course everybody loves Brett, right? You know, so I think that brand of Southern Miss is widely spread amongst the South. What's so great about being on Coach Monken's staff is his energy. And even the days when you're not feeling that energy yourself, he always shows up with that energy. And everybody feeds off of him. So what a great guy to be around and feel that energy and that positive attitude and keeping those guys playing at a high intensity.
What if you could create a bank that's just right for you? It'd have to be reliable, right? Familiar and dependable. But you'd also want big-time resources and financial tools to help you take care of the things that are important to you. You'd want a personal banker, someone who really knows you and can help you manage your assets, like offering a complete host of wealth management services. And there you go, Bancorp South. A bank that's, well, just right for you. Bancorp South, right where you are.
And we're back once again on Southern Miss Sports Today with Coach Todd Monken, presented by Bancorp South. Time to meet our Senior of the Week, and it's senior safety Emmanuel Johnson out of McKenzie, Alabama. And Todd, here's another guy that's played, he's played a lot of football for the Golden Eagles, and a guy who helps you in a lot of ways. He's an outstanding safety, a good tackler, as a return man, kickoffs and punts, he's been good. So a guy that does a little bit of everything.
Manuel's a really good athlete, loves to play football, been a great leader for us, and he's continually gotten better since I've been here. Unfortunately, last year got banged up a little bit on a kickoff return, but he's playing really good football for us right now and really leading the back end.
Had a lot of fun sitting down and visiting with Golden Eagles senior safety Emmanuel Johnson out of McKenzie, Alabama. Let's find out what he's got to say about the Golden Eagle football team.
Off the right hash, takes a snap, drops to throw, under pressure, fires right sidelines. That's going to be intercepted by the Golden Eagles. Beautifully done over there by Emmanuel Johnson.
First of all, I didn't expect to get scholarships out of high school or whatever, so when I got a scholarship from Southern Miss in the 9th grade, it kind of sparked me, and they showed me their interest in me, and they showed me that they actually know that I had talent at an early age. So when other schools came on later, I saw that Southern Miss already knew that I had talent. Being at safety, I mean, it's a difference for me out of all the positions that I am able to play. It's a difference for me because I get to hit people instead of people going just beating up on me, and I take that to the head sometimes. But I played position, receiver, running back. In high school, I played a lot of positions. I got recruited here as an athlete, but once I got here, I played a spur position for dish, and ever since then, I've been wanting to play defense a lot. I learned to kind of slow the game down. I mean, it's not as fast as people may think it is. I mean, me coming in as a freshman, when I came in as a freshman, I had a lot of help from older players, and that's kind of what helped me play in my freshman year. But once you learn to slow the game down and just take things one play at a time, then you become more of seeing more of the reps that you've already seen, and you know more of what to do. Yeah, I love the chemistry of this year's team. It reminds me of the 2011 team that we won the championship, because we got a lot of freshmen that come in and that are going to play. But at the same time, we have a lot of senior leadership on this team. I mean, we have 17 seniors, and that plays a big role into those freshmen that are coming in to play, because it helps them develop faster. And once you have those freshmen developing faster, then that builds depth on your team. And once you have depth, then when the twos come in for the ones, you don't lose a step in what you're doing. I mean, here at school right now, I'm studying, my major is casino gaming management, and with the coast not being an hour or so away from Hattiesburg, I mean, it's something that I could work in coming out of school with all those casinos down there. And someday I want to maybe own a couple of casinos. But as far as football, I mean, I don't think it's nobody that's kind of as hungry as me, but I try to keep it humble and quiet to myself. I mean, I don't let people see the fight in me right now. I mean, but once it comes out, you will see it. I mean, because football is one of my passions, and it's one of the things that I really want to do for a long time.
Gutterman Group is a go.
Yes! Not just a startup, an upstart.
Gotta get going. Gotta be good.
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 Growth is the goal. How do we do that?
I talked to UPS. They'll help us out. New technology, smart advice. We focus on the business, and they take care of the logistics.
UPS.
Good going.
We get good. That's great.
Great. Great.
Great.
Great.
Great.
Great.
Great.
Great.
Great.
I love logistics.
One Mississippi, your health insurance marketplace, is open for small business. I'm Mississippi's Insurance Commissioner Mike Cheney, and I'm proud to say that One Mississippi is a one-stop shop where small business owners with 50 or fewer full-time employees can shop, compare, and choose from several flexible and affordable health insurance options. Enroll online at onemississippi.com or through an insurance agent. One Mississippi, now open for small business.
From the very beginning, your life is made up of a series of moments. Each moment requires you to make a choice. Sometimes you don't really have much of a choice. But for the moments that you do, the big moments, what will you choose? Choose to discover your own path, to defy expectations, to be challenged. Choose to ask, what if? To make a difference. Choose to give back. Choose to do something that matters and make every moment count. Choose Southern Miss.
And we're back on Southern Miss Sports Today with Coach Todd Monken, presented by Bancorp South. Well, earlier in the show, Todd, we visited with defensive line coach Derek LeBlanc, and he's done, I think, a really nice job with some of those guys up on the defensive front. You got some experienced guys up there, but there's a lot of rookies and guys that haven't played much up there, too. He's done a really good job of getting them ready to play each week.
He has. Derek comes from great pedigree, has learned from some really good defensive line coaches. And I think he does a really good job of mentoring those guys. You're right, there's a mix that we've had of some older guys and some younger guys that you've got to mature them, and not only as players but off the field as well. And I think he's done a great job of that.
All right, the Rice Owls are coming to the Rock to open up the Conference USA season on Saturday night. This is a Rice team. They're the defending champs. David Bayless done a great job out there of getting Rice back sort of on the map in regards to college football. Tough start to the season for them, but they played some pretty good people in Notre Dame and Texas A&M, and an Old Dominion team that beat them the other night that's probably a lot better than people think.
No question. Tough start. I mean, two top 10 teams that have really good quarterbacks, and then you play Old Dominion, who's got a really good quarterback, senior quarterback, and a program that, although just started football a few years ago, again, has built with the same guys. So they have a belief in their system, a belief in each other, and they're banged up. Now, Rice was banged up, got banged up in the first 2 games, so they're not the same team they thought they'd be. But again, David Bailiff's done a great job. They've got good players, and we anticipate a good football team coming in here looking for their first win.
They're a good defensive football team. And I think the other day against Old Dominion, they maybe had like 6 starters out or something like that. But traditionally, his teams have been good defensive football teams.
They have been, and they did have a number of guys out, and that hurt them. That hurt them at times in the ball game. They were missing their best defensive lineman and another defensive end and one of their secondary players. So again, I anticipate they'll be fired up. Again, a divisional game. And so, I anticipate their best, and we expect to play well.
What about on offense? They've used a couple of quarterbacks the other day. They got some guys banged up there as well, but they're a team, too, that likes to spread it out and try to play as fast as they can.
They do, and their quarterback had a shoulder injury in the game, came back in the second half. Really, I thought, fought through it, and didn't look as comfortable, but did lead their team and give them a chance to win at the end. And but they're a spread team. They're going to run it. They're going to look to the sideline and look to spit it out and get out of plays when you show blitz. So it'll be a real challenge for us, but one that we're looking forward to.
Conference opener, as you said a moment ago, and it's at home at the Rock, so that'll be good, and a chance to sort of build on the momentum coming out of the Appalachian State game. And they're the defending champs, so it's a big win if you can find a way to knock them off.
No doubt. The 2 wins that we've had and the way that they finished up and the way our team has come together, and it's a divisional game. It's a divisional game, so it really counts as 2. You're trying to win all your divisional games, so you have all the tiebreakers. So it's a big weekend for us, and we're hopeful to have a big crowd here at the Rock.
All right, well, congratulations on the win over Appalachian State the other night. Best of luck on Saturday against the Rice Owls.
Thanks, John.
All right, Coach Todd Monken of the Golden Eagles at the Rock on Saturday night, 6 o'clock kickoff time. It's also Ray Guy Day. We're going to honor the one of the newest members of the Pro Football Hall of Fame. The first 10,000 fans get a official Ray Guy commemorative poster, so hope to see you there. Don't forget, Thursday night, we're at Mugshots Grill and Bar in Hattiesburg for the Golden Eagle Hotline with Coach Monken. Come on out, talk a little Golden Eagle football. That'll do it. Have a great week, everybody. See you next time. Another inside look into Southern Miss football.
This edition of Southern Miss Sports Today with Todd Monken has been presented by Bancorp South, right where you are. And brought to you in part by Hattiesburg Coca-Cola. Want a taste of everything? Drink Coke Zero with real Coke taste and 0 calories. The City of Hattiesburg, a proud sponsor of Southern Miss Athletics. UPS, we love logistics. One Mississippi, now open for small business. And the University of Southern Mississippi. It's great to be a Golden Eagle. This has been a presentation of IMG, America's home for college sports.